Hello, hello. I'll allow it. There's an extra data face in there, SK. For good measure. Fair enough. Hope you're doing well. Staying somewhat cool. It's actually a little bit cooler here today than it was over the weekend, but not too much. Verifying an ancient cave run. Fun. Alright, so last time we made it to the moon. Got Bahamut. And started to go to the moon a little bit before I started not feeling great, so we're on the moon. Let's see what the game's got in store here on the moon. Do I want to fight this stuff? I don't know. Fight a couple things to get back in the groove, I guess. Oh, yeah, I saw that nonsense. I think the guy deleted his tweet. Was it even, like, actually politics, or was it, like, did you ever see what the actual thing was? Because there's a lot of stuff out there that, you know, you talk about, I don't know, like LGBT rights or trans rights or whatever, and people are like, that's politics. And it's like, no, it's kind of just people trying to live their lives. It's not really politics. Like, wouldn't surprise me if it was something like that. Black Flan. Did I ever figure out what I wanted to use on these guys? Try a mid-tier magic, see how much this does. Alright, let's use actual magic, I suppose. Seems like these guys are not worth it. 12,000 XP? Yeah, not worth it at all. Okay, we got a couple different ways to go from here. Oh, no we don't. Just this one. This looks like a place. Crystal Palace. We got a recovery here. So I guess that's good. Welcome. Is this Golbez? Or is this a good person? Oh no, you're not Golbez, probably. I am Fusoya. Trying to determine, like, if there's anything else this name could possibly be, if it was just like a weird translation thing. I have no idea. Protect the slumber of the Lunarians. Many years ago, a small planet between Mars and Jupiter was on the verge of destruction, so they're using actual Earth solar system planets, I guess. Inhabitants escaped on a ship to the blue planet, hurrying to your Earth. However, they were in the midst of evolving, so they created a moon where they could sleep a long slumber. Blech. There was one who refused to sleep. Instead, he wished to raise everything on the blue planet and create a new home there. I was able to seal him away with my powers and force him into a deep sleep, but in spite of this, he was able to channel his evil to the corrupt inhabitants of your planet. Now he uses them to gather the crystals. His name is Zemus. His gathering the crystals are energy source to activate the dimensional elevator in the Giant of Babel. Giant of Babel. Then he intends to destroy everything on your planet. However, many of us feel we can come to an understanding with people of Earth. Those Lunarians are merely sleeping, waiting for people to reach the right level of evolution. Yeah, the middle character is Sue, not So. But otherwise, Fusuya. About the lunar whale. It's built years ago by my younger brother Kluya. It's transportation to the blue planet. Always dreamed of visiting unknown lands. The Devil's Road and airship technology were also born from his desire to explore. On the blue planet, Kluya fell in love and had 2 children. You are one of his children. What? Me? And the voice I heard on Mount Ordeals was... The voice came from the soul of Kluya, your father. Resemble him when he was your age. Kluya. Anatolu. Receive power from Kluya to stop Zemus and his evil plan. You must do this for your own planet and for all Lunarians. You must hurry to the Tower of Babel in Eblin. Tower of Babel? How will we get around its barrier? Should be able to enter. We cannot let the Giant of Babel reach the blue planet. Wasn't really expecting to be going back there again, but okay. What else we got in here? Oh, hey. This place. Does this do anything? Sealed by an invisible force. That probably won't stay sealed for long. This thing looks almost like a treasure chest or something. I need to walk all the way back out of here. Make sure no... Yeah. Say make sure no side path opened up or something. I should probably not have Fusuya on the front, huh? Do you have anything good? Have like all magic ever. That's my title. Yeah. Alright, I guess we do this. Tower Babble from Eblin. Abyss Worm. I kinda wanna fight this Abyss Worm. Hardy Horse Fendrag. If there was ever a more cursed emote combination, I'm not sure what it would be. Blood Feast for 12 is a hot meme on these guys. Alright, that worm was disappointing. Not seeing anything that fits the description. I'm a big fan of the part where Anatoly says he didn't even make the emote look like that. Some of that was like Twitch's compression or whatever. Abysmally disappointing. Hey, Lethy. Showing up with the puns as always. Uh-oh. The tower. We're too late. What do you mean too late? The Giant of Babel will come forth. Can I fight it? Just like Bjorn and DQ5? Looks kind of like Bjorn. Only with lasers. I understand. Well, Bjorn kinda has lasers? Does he? Are we just gonna like sit here and let this guy walk at us, firing his lasers? Pew pew pew. What's that? He does have a lightning attack. You're right. Tanks? Can't pick up chicks with a tank. This is kind of my first time. So it's technically my second time. I played the 3DS version, or DS or whatever it was, when that came out like 10 or 12 years ago. I never beat it. I got to the final boss. I got one shot by Big Bang and I quit forever. So this is my first time playing more of like the original version of the game. I know it's the Pixel Remaster, but more based on the original. And I'm enjoying it a lot more than I thought I would. It's like a big step up from FF1 through 3. It's certainly not going to make like my favorite Final Fantasy game, but it's good. Hey, Northrex. Yep, I got the bandana on today to keep hair out of my eyes. Lolly ho. Oh hey, Yang's here. Cannot lie in bed and leave the responsibility of fighting to my friends. I never did manage to do anything with him down in the Sylph area, but I guess he found his way up here. Something else I could do to keep my hair out of my eyes? You mean cut it? I mean, you're not wrong. I thought about it, but... it's all good. A little bit longer, and I'll probably be able to pull it back into a ponytail or something, but... the bangs in this area is, like, still kind of too short for that. 3D version made it quite a bit more difficult. I don't remember the 3D version being that bad until like the moon or even like the final dungeon. I remember occasionally getting ambushed by like crystal dragons or something in the final dungeon and just killed, like just outright party wiped on an ambush. And over and over, like not a one-time thing. Like I'd run into them and I would just die. I remember getting really mad about it and not wanting to grind. Like to know if there was something I could have done? No, not yet. I'll ask or look it up when I'm done, but for now, I'm good. Thank you, though. I still think those guys on the airship that were working on the cannon thing there on that last scene looked like Phoenix Wright. Hey, Palom and Porum. Not fight this battle alone, we all must fight for the sake of our survival. Edward, fight with you, Cecil, with the courage you have given me. All the friends. Everyone is not dead now. The giant looks confused. And for the core, its heart. Approaches mouth. Fusoya Lunarian. Nothing I can't do. Feel your brain hemorrhage a little bit. It's funny. Yeah, nothing about that really makes sense. Alright, I guess we're in the giant now. Beamer. Well, let's fight some stuff and see if it's worth anything. A lot of HP on this stuff. Still can't get over the infinite arrow thing. It is a thing. Rage of the Gods. That just Thundara? Well, that's kind of lame. Not like a secret thing here, no? Oh, I really want to fight this stuff or not? On one hand, I don't really want to fight this stuff. On the other hand, let's try Odin. I'm worried that, like, this stuff getting... It's not even getting stronger, it's just getting tankier. But worried that this stuff getting harder means I might end up having a bad time. Is this just like HP regen? Yes. What do you have? You have the fairy rod still. Can I confuse? No. keeps making a picture of that trumpet kid meme. I'm not sure if I'm familiar with that meme. At least, not off the top of my head. Ambushed. Let's see how much Bahamut does. I haven't used Bahamut yet. Oh. Well, that does some damage. That's kind of strong. I'll accept that. Trumpet boy. I'm actually, I think I'm just not familiar with that meme. Even clicking on that does not look familiar. Giant soldier, huh? .11-second clip of it. I'll check it out later. That guy was worth good XP. Ether, alright. I'm realizing that I don't really have any elixirs. Keeps linking spam in my chat. That's alright. Siren. An alarm that calls monsters. Why would I want that? Yoichi arrow. Alright. Get Calmus in here. I don't know that we need to go that far. That is the first one I found, I think, yeah. Unless I sold the rest, but it was at the bottom of my inventory, so... They offer the worst viewers. Big fan of the maps, by the way. I know I said this on like all the Pixel remasters, but why I'd want them, it's not a spoiler because it's not something I'm going to do. Sure. If you think it's safe to tell me, go ahead and tell me. I don't plan to use them, so... Soma drop. not the first one of those that I had? Is that a key item? No. Second one. Oh, increases maximum MP. Interesting. I've not been using that. I've got a couple of these too. Increase maximum HP. I have silver ones too, right? I kind of forgot about those the entire game. One of those I'll use them later kind of things. Now might be later enough to consider using them. At least on Rydia. She needs a little bit of help. Maybe they should just all go on Rydia. The MP ones too. Her stuff takes a lot. Golden apple. Sure. Why not? Only reason people get alarms is for rare drops. Certain rooms you can call super rare enemies have like a 1 in 20/48 chance of dropping a rare item. So I'm familiar with, like, the general, deal where, like, this game has some super rare items, but can you only call them with the siren? Is that the deal? Or, like, are they not random enemies? They're siren only? Is that what you're saying? Oh, okay. I see. Yep, I'm certainly not going to do that. Farming that stupid drop. You mean the pink tail or whatever it is? I'm aware that it exists. I saw like a dozen screens where I thought it looked like where I've seen people farming it before. So I'm not actually sure where it drops or what it drops from. But I'm aware that it's a thing. Fighting Grand Dragon. See, the reason that you can't respect people for fighting Grand Dragon is that it means that you have to play stream DQ9 at some point. Adamant armor. Defense power is surprisingly noticeable, but only protects one person. Makes sense. Ooh, another elixir. I was just saying that I haven't found too many of those. I do think there was a shop somewhere where I could buy elixirs. I don't want to fight this. I mean, you agreed to it, like, a couple years ago. Not like at the time when I actually did it. The time when I streamed it like once and then got to Romilly and quit. Originally the deal was I was gonna get all silvers and fight Grand Dragon, and you were gonna do DQ6 and DQ9. But I'm pretty sure that was the deal. It might have originally been all golds, but I think it was all silvers. But then you played DQ6 anyway, and then I did the DQ3 thing anyway, so... It's fine. You were gonna try DQ9 again eventually anyway, so it'll happen when it happens. I don't want to fight this junk. You've come at last. Oh, hey. Oh, it's all 4 of them. What is the narrative purpose? There was a Lunarian who refused to sleep, who's, trying to get people to collect the crystals to do evil stuff and wake the giant to raise the world or something. Yeah, I think the giant's supposed to destroy the world. It's the guy from the moon. Well, it's the guy from the other planet who went to the moon and didn't go to sleep on the moon, who's being all evil and junk. Today I discussed the lore of a game. Why do they live on the moon? Well, they came from another planet that was being destroyed, and they were in the middle of evolving, so they went to sleep or something? I don't really know. Master Zima's blessed us with a second life. Prepare to die. Shall enjoy fighting you again. Oh, great. You restore my resources after I used a cottage. Well, that didn't really do anything. This is just a generic elemental lord, huh? How does generic elemental lord feel about, Mega Flare? Why don't I actually try using haste? I haven't been using haste all game. Why don't we Mega Flare you again? Mega Flare is pretty cool. Alright. Elemental Lord number 2. Alright, let's just use regular magic. Which is doing 9999, so... go with like a mid-tier Thundara. Guy's probably kind of close. Yeah, there we go. Air. I don't know. Let's try Blizzaga. No, not Blizzaga. Firaga? Already be over with Tella? Maybe. Well, that's not going to be an effective Firaga. Do I need to wait for your cloak to open up or anything? No. One damage. One damage. There it is. Excalibur element's pretty good. Sure is. Holy does exist, yeah. I'm not positive. This is the legendary sword of a hero, I guess. Oh, I hit auto battle on accident. Oops, that's... Like, why are things happening? It's fine. I was just gonna do the things that I did anyway. I hit square, which is, I don't know, Xbox X, because that's the button in the menu to view a description. And it didn't actually view the description, it triggered auto battle. That's alright. Excuse me. Master Zemus. Zemus? Please, one last chance. We've failed again. Farewell, Valiants. Let's just, just in case there's, like, another boss after this. Zedmus. More like Deadmus. CPU of the Giant. This is the core of the Giant, its CPU. We have to destroy the defense node first because it can repair the CPU. Sure. Reflect? Oh. I'm now concerned because the strat for Bahamut is to reflect Bahamut. So I don't want to summon Bahamut. Well, that thing died. Now I'm being reflected on. Great. I expected it to actually have HP and it didn't. Dead. Dead Fusoya is looking like a puddle of face. Apoexel. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter how much HP they have if they're just going to die. Let's get haste on Cecil. He's gonna revive the nodes. Right on cue. Well, I don't remember which one I attacked with Fusaya. Cast your spell. You know what? We're gonna try it. What's the worst that happens? Okay, it doesn't actually reflect. Mega Flare. Mega Flare is pretty good, it turns out. Alright, we stopped it. Go us. Why you? How dare you destroy the giant? Do I know you? You have to look deep inside yourselves. You have to realize who you really are. You must wake up. Beefed it up a little. Based on SFC. CPU at 30 instead of 20. Ah. Came over me. Why was I filled with so much hatred? I do remember hearing that the SFC version was harder in general. Do you know, was it mostly just HP differences, or did things do more damage, or different XP scaling, or like what the actual difficulty differences are? Was I filled with so much hatred? Return to your true self. Do you remember your father's name? Kluya. Great. Golbez is our brother. Wonderful. Puppet in Zemus's plans. He was manipulating you with his hypnotic powers. Chose you because you have the blood of Kluya, a Lunarian, coursing through your body. Made it easier for Zemus to control you. To make you fight against your own flesh and blood. Bosses have more HP, and status ailments are harder to cure. Each one has its own cure item instead of one for all. Interesting. Okay, that's fair. There have definitely been a couple of fights where status ailments have been a thing. I'm remembering the trap chest in the cave of summons, or the Sylph Cave, or one of those that had 4 Malboros in it. Using bad breath on you. That could have been interesting. Fighting against my own brother. All this hate was against my own family. Wonder why you were chosen. Could have been me. We both have Lunarian blood. Chosen because of the seeds of evil that lay inside me. I'm a solid evil and he helped it grow. Where are you going? To find Zemus, I have a score to settle. Wait. I too am a Lunarian, just like Zemus. I will join you. Goodbye, Cecil. Golbez is never coming back, you know that, right? Aren't you gonna do anything? He's your brother. Might be in trouble, we have to get out of here. Find a way out. This way. Kane. We're not falling for that again. Can talk later, right now we have to get out of here. Was waiting for, like, everyone to just jump on his back and him to jump out. True Dragoon style. You know, I have no problems with, you know, Zemus being the real bad guy and all that. Golbez being just a pawn. And some of this is like me and playing this in 2022, but I'm like kind of sick of redemption arcs. Like sometimes I want a bad guy to just be a bad guy. And I'm not saying it can't be done well, but like, oh, the main bad guy of the whole game was just being hypnotized and he's actually your brother. Like, I just want him to be a bad guy. I understand, like, I'm fine with Cecil. It was at the beginning of the game. It was setting it up. Fine. Kane has been, like, back and forth through the whole game. Like, fine. I can accept those. I just want Golbez to be a bad guy. Palpatine's just misunderstood. This game they lay off until FF8. Well, I don't know anything about 6. But yeah, that sounds... I mean, I can't think of anything in 5 or 7 off the top of my head. Nothing like this anyway. Finally, I was able to return to my senses. I expect you to forgive me. Of course we're not going to forgive you. The giant was practically your doing. Yep. It's not Kane's fault. You saw how Zemus had control over Golbez. Golbez is Cecil's older brother. He's being manipulated by a Lunarian. Yes. We've already heard this story. Filling in his character on all the lore he's missed. Hope you don't end up betraying us again. Yeah, me too. If that happens, you can kill me. I mean, can we do that anyway? Then I'd better go too. Besides, I want to give the Zemus guy peace of my mind. Then it's decided, we go to the moon. We've already been on the moon. Like, I'd make a bigger deal out of that if we hadn't already been there. Rosa, Rydia, you two stay here. The three of us will go. What? Can't put them in any more danger, but... Exactly. Thank you, Rosa. But... Not fair. Please, you have to get off the lunar whale. Don't split up the team. Being in danger is Rosa's whole thing. Yeah. Good old, early 90s. We have to treat the women like they're not capable of doing anything despite the fact that they've been, like, carrying the team. Like, Rydia's mega flaring everything to death, and you say, a little kid won't be much help? Like, she's doing 9999 to every enemy on the field. Didn't make much sense even in 91. That's fair. Just stay put, kid. No. Come back. Old speedrun route where all the grinding was on Rosa and Rydia. Nice. I definitely want to watch a speedrun of this. Maybe not this version, but just FF4 in general after I finish it. Probably look for whatever the last RPG Limit Break run of it was or something, or GDQ, or... Get out of the way, Rosa. No, I'm not moving. You have to take me with you. Yes, good. How different the runs are due to the version differences. I can imagine if the HP differences on enemies are that significant, could definitely see how that could change up some, like, thresholds and... If you can normally just power through an enemy, but you need to be able to survive attacks instead because you can't kill them fast enough or something. Don't want us to be apart, don't care what happens, as long as I'm with you. So we have no choice. Aren't you the ladies, man? SNES removed a lot of combat items and special abilities. Interesting. I wonder why they'd remove that stuff. Huh. Have there been many good, like, Western speedruns of the SFC version? Because I think normally when I've seen it in events, it's been SNES. If there's anything you'd, like, recommend watching, let me know, because interested in checking some of it out. Items he throws in the opening battles aren't obtainable. I'm the only one who can summon creatures to help us. You sure are, Rydia. You're right. Let's go. Alright. Before we go anywhere, let's go back in the ship because it doesn't cutscene heal us. Roth's runs. Alrighty. I definitely want to look for... I definitely want to watch something with, like, more marathon-style commentary, if possible, since I don't really know much about this game. So I'll probably just, like I said, look for RPG Limit Break or Questing for Glory or whatever type runs. Okay, so I'm guessing that now I just need to go back to the Crystal Palace and that center thing is probably open up now. Make sure there's no, like, side passage that opened up into here. No. alas. Let's look around a little bit. Have I been in here? I don't think I've been in this cave. FF relay, that's a good point. Vanilla speedrunning's been pretty dead since Free Enterprise took off. I can believe that. Oh, I can buy stuff here. Nice. Dry ether elixir. So I can buy lots of elixirs. Nirma's getting back into it. Do I expect to be able to buy anything else in this game? Well, let's buy a few regular ethers. A couple dry ethers, a couple elixirs. I'll keep a little bit of cash on hand, but chances are I don't get any more shopping opportunities. Alright, I guess I'm going to try going back to the Crystal Palace and see if that warp in the center is the correct place to go. I don't really want to fight most of this junk. All right, see what we got in here. Shall guide you to the core. Lunar Subterrane B1. If this is anything like it is on the 3DS version, I'm going to be glad for autosaves. Let's try Quake. I think I've actually used the Quake spell. I used a lot of the summon that does Titan. Now, that's just rude. Extra rude. Flame whip. Sure. Why not? Oh, so I know I talked about humming and hawing over it a couple times, but I did decide not to submit Aiden Chronicles to Limit Break. It's on the fence as to whether I'll go or not, and it wasn't. It's not like that game is a really competitive submission, even though the run is pretty decent. The game is not, but yeah, I didn't submit it. Moon. Hello, Nacho. Chipped a tooth. Oh no, that sounds painful, Northrex. I'm sorry. Let's see what this Flame Whip does. That's not great. I believe you made it this far in the game but never actually beat it. Yes, because me too. Well, I did it on the 3DS version, but I got one shot by Big Bang on the final boss and quit forever. Resistant to dragon attacks. Alright, that means Kane can use the Aegis Shield. Ended up not submitting anything that has a chance. So what, did you submit just DW4 or the PlayStation Monster games or... Bone Dragon. I'd have submitted Aiden Chronicles if I were, like, sure that I was going. But I didn't really want the decision about whether I'm going or not to be just based on whether or not I get that game in. Probably try to PB again if it got in. That makes sense. I know last time you came back to it, like... I know you both weren't really feeling the grind, but also it was like right when you got Nestor and weren't really able to stream for. $7 hours at a time. Nobody in the top 3 used Turbo. World record's free. If only Turbo actually saved that much time. I'm still very skeptical at the idea that it could save 5 or more minutes. I'm not going to say it's impossible, but I'm skeptical. You did 9-hour hard type runs instead. It's true, but you took breaks, especially when you couldn't figure out why your RNG manips didn't work and you had to pause your timers. Alright, where is it gonna run from this? If I fight more of these guys, I'll Mega Flare them or something. Artemis Arrow. Effective against dragons. Alright. Speaking of dragons. Yeah, arrows are not consumable. SK was asking about that a couple streams ago. He said basically the same thing. I'm guessing the left is the path that I'm supposed to take. Capable of dealing damage, more than edges. I mean, maybe this is the baby version of the game. It wouldn't surprise me, considering the other, Oh man. Maybe this is the way I'm actually going. Well, we'll check it out. If I have to backtrack for that other room, I will. I wanted to... White Fang. Halved the XP requirements. Wow. I'm not surprised, considering it seems like I've been over-leveled for a lot of stuff. I have done, like, no intentional grinding or anything in this playthrough. And I've still just felt too strong for a lot of stuff. Yeah, that's the way I need to go. Alright, we gotta backtrack. Check out that other room. Oh yeah, you counter. Yeah, for sure. You would have thought, if anything, they would have reduced, like, at least reduced ability point requirements in 5 or something like that. This behemoth feels stronger than the ones in Bahamut's Cave. This guy almost dead or what? Come on. Learned Death. I'm still learning spells, though. cast Comet when used in battle. Well, that sounds good. Meteor isn't her last spell. I don't have Meteor yet, so it could be. Plenty of room for it. Try this out. That did almost nothing. Oh yeah, Fusuya had Meteor for sure. I really don't want to fight two of these guys. Double Constrict is just pretty rude. Elixir. Was that worth backtracking for an elixir? Probably not. I don't think I'm going to use all of the elixirs that I have. It was weird how it got really stuttery there. It's done that a few times when I've tried to run. It's like it's trying to run every frame or something. It's probably actually what it's doing. Get him, Rydia. I do think it's weird in general, in the Pixel remasters as a whole, how they've kind of taken like different balancing aspects from different versions and kind of meshed them together. You know, mixing up like Famicom or NES and Game Boy Advance or Super Famicom and SNES, you know, whatever. Feels like some of the balance is kind of pick which parts of things we want and slap them together to get like a slightly different version, or even significantly different version, as the case may be. Eat Ray. Ow. Rosa learned Holy, finally. Crystal Shield. Resistant to undead attacks, alright. There's nowhere else I can go here, right? Not that it looks like. Protect Ring. Do I want this on Rosa or do I want this on Rydia? Like, Rosa can do fun things like Revive, but Rydia can Mega Flare. I want to know how much Holy does, but against these dragons, like, it's better off for me to just shoot them with the bow. Oh, do I actually need to go through this room to get down there? Dino Zombie. Alright, let's find out what Holy does. Well, it does a lot of damage. Is up or down? Let's go up. Oh, that didn't do quite as much that time. Well, let's just commit to going this way. And if we have to backtrack later, we can. Alright, let's see what Holy does against a regular non-zombie. Oh, still did 8,000. Crystal gloves. You can't use crystal gloves. Can only Cecil use them? I guess so. This was the one I just came from, right? Yeah. Lil Murderer. It's a not Tonberry. Vulnerable to lightning. I mean, I don't know that I really care about using lightning on it, but... Okay, well, it died before my lightning spell even cast, so... White robe. Assuming that's for... Rosa. Darkness resistant. What did the light robe do? Resistant to undead and lightning. Part of me wonders if that's... if the light robe is just better, but... Huh. I got Osmos, right? Yeah. Let's do that. Great, I stole 1 MP. Fantastic. Crystal Helm. Red Fang. Right, so there's definitely another path that I did not take, that other exit from that upper floor. I do want to backtrack to see what's there, but I might just run from some enemies. I don't know. This stuff is like not super slow to fight or anything, but I haven't fought one of these yet. Lots of HP. Doom. That's fine. Casting Comet is not seeming to be useful. With that Stardust Rod. Unfortunately. I don't want to fight this. Dragons are a pain. Alright, this was the other way. Monsters. Behemoth. Again. What level's the team at? Like mid-50s. Tell you the exact level after the fight. Plexa was saying earlier, if you didn't see, that apparently in this version they halved XP requirements. So yeah, 54 right there. 57, 6, 57, 54, 55. Like, oh, the helmet resists that already. Okay. So just use the whole set then. Can use Defender and it's like even better. That's really funny. And better than the spear. GBA outside the post-game dungeon and my whole team's stronger than yours. I can believe that. Oh wait, so you have beaten this game before. The PS1 experience wasn't the only experience then. Okay. Ice Storm missed. That's... Forgot about GBA, that's understandable. I'm gonna stop here for just a moment. I'm gonna use the restroom and grab another drink real quick. I was hoping to wait till we get to a save point, but this place is a little long. BRB. Alright. Had to laugh, and by laugh I mean be slightly annoyed at work. So, last week before, I finally got the okay to start working from home basically as much as I want. Which is good. I plan on doing roughly 50-50 for now. But anyway, I work from home today, and normally at work I've got like whatever, you know, crappy $20 Logitech headset that they provide me. And I didn't bring it home with me, so I joined with one of my microphones, my Samsung Q2U microphone, which is like it's a real microphone, but it's not like a crazy nice one or anything. And taking a step back, when I interviewed for this job, it was like a video interview. So I was using this microphone for that interview, so my boss saw it, and it's like, oh, do you do like podcasting or whatever? And I mentioned the game streaming stuff. And anyway, so I joined our morning stand-up meeting today with my Samsung Q2U, which has like a darker, warmer sound to it than this mic does, especially if I'm close to it, which I need to be because it's a kind of a quiet mic. And my boss is like, oh, are you using your special microphone? And I'm like, no, just using a microphone. And then like multiple other meetings today when I joined, people were commenting on my microphone, and I'm like, it's like a $60 Samsung Q2U. It's not like a nice microphone. It's just like an average USB mic. Expect bad mics. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right, Ash. I'm just saying, it wasn't like I was using my $300 Electro Voice. What does this go on? Paralysis resistant worn by the goddess of the heavens. Minus intellect and minus spirit, though. And minus magic defense, and minus magic evasion. Is this even good? I mean, paralysis resistant sounds good. Oh, you can't even... I guess it's gonna go on you. The thing is, like, if I had a USB headset at home, I would just use that for work meetings. But I don't own a USB headset. I only own USB microphones that have a headphone jack on them, or XLR microphones. So it's either like I bring my work mic back and forth, or my work headset back and forth, or I join with what I've got. Work from your streaming computer? I don't really have the option to do that right now. Some of our sites have like a Citrix function where you can basically put an agent on your work PC at work and remote desktop through Citrix with multi-factor. But our specific hospital doesn't have this enabled for whatever reason. So I have to use a laptop with a VPN. Your kids are watching. Hello, Oliver. Hello, Raphael. Oh, I didn't check the... There was one of these things in that room I was backtracking to, and I didn't see it, or I didn't get to it. Well, I'm missing one of the ultimate weapons, whatever. I'll live without it. Super excited. That's awesome. Hope your kids are doing well. Yeah, Nacho. That's kind of how my last job was ultra stingy about it. It wasn't allowed, and then a couple people did it anyway, and then COVID happened, and they sent everybody home, and then they were like rushing to get people back in the office, and kind of became like this whole big thing where they kept changing what the policy was. Cast Holy when used in battle. Do 100% work from home and they don't mind. That's kind of nice. Yeah, my boss told me, like, protect the ribbons. Ooh, ribbons. My boss told me, basically, he said, as long as I'm in the office, like, a few times per month, like, I think he said, like, 2 to 3 times per month or something, that was enough. But since I've been fully in the office so far, I'm gonna kind of, like, ease into it a little bit, and there's a fair number of things that are a lot easier to do from the office. Our cybersecurity team is a little bit overzealous with some of the functions that we need to have on. And one of those is having access lists on all of our network gear, so you can only access them if you're... Will this be reflected? Hope not. So you can only access them if you're coming from specific IP addresses. So, like, we all have our own desktops in the access list. But, like, I can't guarantee myself a static IP address when I'm working from home, so it means I need to bounce off like a random server through RDP, and it's just kind of like a pain. So if I'm doing like major changes, it's just easier to do them from work, and work is only 10 minutes away. It's not like it's a real commute. Work from home if you want, but it'd be nice if you could stop by a couple days a week. The commuting, yeah. That's definitely, like, for me, if I... So everybody can use the ribbon, huh? Still gonna put it on the casters. If I had any kind of commute, then I'd be a lot more opinionated about it. But even my last job and this job, they're both like 10 minutes away. So, like, I don't care. I could technically walk to my job now if I wanted to, because it's in the city. It's like a 45-minute walk. Which, like, isn't a lot, but I'm not a morning person, so waking up early enough to leave in time for that is a struggle. some days, so I usually still drive, but I can walk if I need to, or want to. I walk a lot when I need to, like, if I need to drop my car off at the shop or something. It's only like a 20-minute walk from the shop. Get up at 6:30 to be there on time, man. Yeah, I roll out of bed at like 7:35 or so to be there for 8. (6:20 to 8:45). Well, jobs here all start at 8 a.m. I've never seen a job in upstate New York that starts, unless it's like an complete off-shift thing. It starts at 9. I know, like, 9 to 5 is always the terminology, but I've literally never seen a 9 to 5 job in my life where I live, which I don't really care, it's fine. Wake up an hour and a half early to be awake for something. Yeah. Thankfully, most days, my job isn't, like, demanding enough for, like, me being awake at 8 a.m. to be doing a bunch of stuff isn't really, like, that big of a deal. A lot of, like, planning and writing change tickets and stuff like that. The converse to that is that when I am doing stuff early, it's like, I do a fair amount of, like, 4 or 5 a.m. maintenance tasks. So most days it doesn't really matter how productive I am at 8 a.m., but the days where I need to be, it's early. (10:30 to 7), man. Genuinely hate all of us. SK, you're gonna be moving soon, and then you'll be working a normal job that doesn't require you to wake up at 3:30 in the morning, and it'll be fine. Maybe it's later than 3:30. 4? Yeah, there you go. 4. $60 to $80 hours a week in restaurants. Oof. Yeah, that is one thing that, like, when I was looking for jobs, when I was at my last job and looking to go elsewhere, that was very much one of the questions I was asking was, like, about off-hours work and, I mean, not off-hours, but just, like, I don't know, work-life balance, basically. It's a really big deal to me. And my last job was pretty good about, not really... I was salary at my last job, not hourly. So, like, theoretically, they could have taken advantage of that. But they were really good about it, so it was never an issue. But the job I have now is hourly, which has the pro of, like, I get overtime if I work extra, and finances are a mess because the medical industry is a joke, and so they don't want me working extra. So I get paid for it if I do, and they encourage me to work exactly 40 hours. And I'm very okay with that. Holy flare. Fighting this guy is not going to be worth it, is it? Io. $50,000 XP. Not really worth it. It's good XP, but plenty of other things have given just as much. I'm annoyed at the legendary weapon that I missed earlier that I had forgotten about. I think it was on that, like, really tall screen. I don't know what it would have been. I can always go back. You're not wrong. But I really don't want to. I'll look up what it was later. I'll go back if I have issues with the final boss or something and decide I really need the experience or equipment. Huh. Who are you? I'm hoping there's going to be another save point where I can use a cottage. Before, like, right before the end. And I'm very much assuming that I'm nearing the end, considering I'm getting the legendary weapons, like an FF3 that was in the final dungeon, although there was a decent section after them. I say that was the final dungeon, it was kind of in, like, the side path to the final dungeon. Why do you keep using scan on me? This dude is a pain. $60,000 XP and all he does is scan you. Alright. Sure. Oh, Zemus's mind. I'm assuming that, these are, like, scripted or forced encounters, but I'm not sure of that, of course. shell. All these counters. Somebody's got... Dispel, right? $449 damage, wonderful. Whatever. Consider me skeptical of this floor. Golbez, Fusaya. Faraga. Okay. Slow. Okay. No idea if that slow worked. So he has party horse eyes. Now, cast meteor. I'm ready. How futile. Double meteor. Still only does 9999. See if I just wasted all those MP recovery items. Faceplant. We did it. You have much strength. It's a shame Zemus had control over you. Alright. Man, that'd be the most disappointing thing. You get to the end and the final boss just like dies in a cutscene to NPCs. All of you have come. You were 1 second too late. I was supposed to take care of him. CISO. The dream speedrun ending. I am evil. I am the hatred of Zemus. I am Zeramus. I loathe all. You want a game that ends like that? His death caused his hatred to grow. We have made him stronger. Zemus, no, now you are Zeramus. This time I will see to it that you are completely destroyed. It's time for you to disappear. Heals him for 9999. Do the medio. You chose the dark path. Crystal cannot cleanse your sins. You are bound forever by darkness. Die. Rip. Suffer, die. My hatred will continue until all is destroyed. It is your turn. Come, join me in hell. Oh, of course we get a cutscene here. Elder, Cecil and the others are in danger. Now is the time to pray for them. Pray to the Godbird Scepter. Oh wait, wrong game. Pray for them in this planet. Palom, Porum. Must gather everyone's prayers and send them to Cecil. I feel like I've seen this before. Once or twice. Kill a whole lot of you if you don't come back safe. Turn us to safety. Do it for this land. Have our support. Pray for you as well. For Sir Cecil, everyone. Moon, I call out to you. Please accept our prayers. Golbez, you must use this. Received crystal. Zeramis, I won't lose, I can't. Hey there, let us help you. Their prayers give you life. Don't give up. Trust in your power. Their prayers give you strength. Wild Tangela appears. Well, you healed a couple people. Keep your focus. Don't die on us. Well, some people are healed. Cecil, my brother, give the holy power within you to the crystal. Zeramis, show your true self. Your prayers give you holy power. There we go. Zeramis reveals his true form. What's haste? Okay, that bio hurt. He's shaken. Big bang. I didn't get to act. I should have turned down the battle speed before this fight. Yeah, I'm just dead. It's because the battle speed is just too high. I mean, I might not be dead, but... He's shaking. Phoenix demo way to victory? Maybe. I've got 99 of them. Black hole is fine. Let's, X potion on Cecil? Or on Edge? Let's do it on Edge. High potion probably would have been enough, but throw from a shuriken. Healed for 9999. Don't waste my elixirs, I might need them for Zeramus. It's true. Can you even do anything? Let's do a Kiraga before this goes off. How do you defend? Do I have any, like, group healing items? I don't think I do. I don't know. Let's use an elixir on you. Why not? What else am I gonna do? I'm out of things to throw. At least I'm out of throwing things to throw. For the Bloodlands, it's on the list. Throw the legendary sword, but I have the legendary sword equipped, I think. I don't think it's the light sword. We're gonna throw the light sword, though. I don't really know what to do on Rydia, because he counters all of her stuff. Nobody really needs anything. A high potion to Cecil, I guess. Like it's something. Gun gear? Sure. Meteor. We get him. I know what she does in the speedrun. Dies. That sounds about right. That was an interesting final boss. It's time for one of us. As long as evil exists in the hearts of the living, I cannot perish. Grah! Thanks for the GGs, Cowie, Ash, Plexel, SK, Nacho, Northrex. Well done. I had no idea you all possess such strength. Perhaps the people of the blue planet have evolved beyond us Lunarians already. Yeah, you might be right. Thanks, Edge. Zeramus's last words bother me, though. As long as evil exists. True evil will never die. Every living creature has at least a touch of evil in its heart alongside goodness. As long as there's light and darkness, the overworld and underworld, it will be so. Good exists because evil exists. It was your good that destroyed Zemus's evil. Alright, pretty classic fantasy ending. Classic / cliche, but, you know, it's still a good one. Oh, stop it already. There was nothing to it. What are you talking about? I was surprised Zemus didn't try to control you. Sure you have enough evil inside? Nope, my heart is filled with goodness all the way. Well, it's time I return home. What will the rest of you do now? I think we'll go home too. There are people worried about us. Glad you have such wonderful friends. Look forward to the day we meet again. Thank you, Error. May I come with you? You wish to join me? Cannot return home, not after all I've done. Would very much like to meet my father's people. Ah yes, Lunarian blood flows in your veins. Very well, come along. But you must be ready for a long, long sleep. I am, thank you. I'm always ready for a long sleep, so I'm right there with him. Sounded very worried when you called my name, Cecil. Does that mean you've forgiven me? How foolish of me. Of course not. I've caused too much suffering for that. We're off to spend many years in slumber. We pray that the blue planet will be peaceful forevermore. Come. Cecil, are you certain you want to part this way? He's your brother. Yeah, and he's also evil. Not actually evil, but like a little evil, and has been controlled to be evil, and seemed to kind of like being evil, and... Goodbye, everyone. Cecil. Oh my god. Goodbye. Goodbye, my brother. Cecil, thank you. It's been mostly evil all day. I know, right? One born of a dragon, bearing darkness and light, will rise to the heavens, over the still land. Is this the third time we've seen this? The moon's light eternal brings a promise to earth with bounty and grace. Before long, the moon would set forth on a voyage once more, seeking out its light. Though of shared blood, time's march keeps the two separated. One on Earth, one on the moon. I'll recap my thoughts on the game when we get to the actual credits. We shall begin today's training. Look, it's Porum. Yes, sir. Where's Pelham? Oh no, not again. And then I cast Blizzard on the creatures that we encountered at Mount Ordeals. Whack. Ow, how many times are you going to be late to training? The Elder's really angry. The twins were cute, but they were with us for like 5 minutes, so... How many times do I have to scold you before you learn? It will be years before you're even half the sage Tella was. As punishment, you must train twice as hard as your sister today. That's not fair. I think it's very fair. When will you come to realize you have responsibilities? You're heir to the throne. I know, jeez. Your mouth says you know, but your actions say otherwise. Yeah, the correct words here would be yes, sir. It's a weird remix. I don't know the original, so... Can't help but think about Rydia. That's kinda creepy. Have you been listening to anything I've said? Like, he literally called Rydia a kid earlier. Like, that makes that line really creepy. Leviathan, what a courageous young lady. Never thought she'd really come back. Why do I have fangs and you don't? I wish I didn't have fangs so I could be like you. How can I be like you? Doesn't matter what we look like. Her around, the future looks bright for the land of summons. I'm sure she will get more beautiful by the day. Is that really what... We're literally talking about inside over outside, and your comment is her getting beautiful. What is this ending? Is everyone just like a perv? You're a queen now. Try calling me my king instead of honey. I know, but I can't stand being so formal. Oh no, it's time for training. Let us begin training. It is FF. It's true. Yang will create a wonderful kingdom. Glad you didn't beat this game now. Play the song about the paladin again for us. Only after I finish my work. You want the castle back the way it was, right? Anna, I hope you're watching over me. I'm helping the people of Damcian. Caring for other people as I'd cared for you, like you said I should. Hope you and Tella are having a fine time together. Did you even know Tella? I guess you did. Lolly ho. We need to repair the castle with great haste. Majesty, we don't have enough materials. Take apart the tanks and remove any useful pieces. There's no need to worry about war anymore. Wonder how Cecil and his friends are doing. Almost forgot to tell you. Seems Sir Cecil and Lady Rosa are to become the new king and queen of Baron. Oh my. Is that really a surprise? We've been invited to the coronation ceremony. How lovely. It's great. Majesty, you're not helping to fix the castle at all. I'm the king. I can do whatever I want. Now go take apart some tanks. Lolly ho. Cecil, Rosa. Cannot bring myself to face you both. Not yet. Must test myself as you did, Cecil, at Mount Ordeals. I will train until I have surpassed my father as a dragoon. These enemies were like level 10. What are you training here for? Only then shall I return to Baron. Oh. What is it? You have to see this. The moon, it's... the moon. There are 2. Oh, now there are 1. See ya. Exclamation point. What's wrong, Cecil? I thought I heard my brother's voice. Really? Couldn't tell for sure, but forget it. No idea what that said. Hey, you two, why aren't you getting ready? It's your big day. Must have lost track of time. Guess this dialogue moves itself. You two can play smoochy face all you want later. Come on, Rosa. I mean, Your Majesty? Please, just call me Rosa. Well, Rosa, you've got to get dressed. And get some makeup on you. The bride can't keep people waiting. Come on, we haven't got all day. I'll be right there. Can't wait to see everyone again. It's been so long. Cecil, are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. It wasn't my imagination. Heard my brother's voice say, so long. Quite the ending scene here. I guess it's kind of cute. The twins are kind of cute, at least. The rest of it's whatever. Is that it? Yes, this is it. This is the normal credits for the Pixel Remasters, so I'm going to mute. I'm going to stand up for just a quick second, and when I get back, I will talk about the game. Okay, so first things first, feel free to tell me anything I missed. Tell me if I could have done anything with Yang in the Sylph area, if I missed any side weapons or summons or, yeah. Any mechanics that I should have used and didn't or whatever. Feel free to tell me that stuff. So, thoughts on the game. Thought it started off pretty good. You know, the plot was not anything like crazy, but it was well done, right? Like, especially coming from FF1 through 3, this was a huge step up. I don't really know how well it's held up, 30 years later from when the game came out, but, there's a lot of, like, cliches and things that are overdone and stuff like that. Find the Bahamut refight in the final dungeon. I did not. There was a sword or something that I saw off to the side that I walked past, and then kind of forgot about it. If it was like in the first of the legendary weapon slots, if it was, or spots that you see in the dungeon, if it was somewhere else, then I don't know. Then I missed it. Talk to his wife, she gives you a frying pan, you bonk him on the head, he wakes up, you get the Sylph summon, go back to his wife, she gives you a spoon, which is the strongest thrown weapon. Interesting. I figured there was a Sylph summon somewhere. Invisible bridge you have to stumble onto, okay. I checked a couple spots for invisible bridges, but I did not find it, so that doesn't surprise me. But good to know. So yeah, in general, the characters were good. Big, like I said, big step up from FF1 through 3. Story, good. Maybe hasn't aged great. 30 years ago, this probably would have been a lot better. Game mechanics, as always, I'm pretty iffy on a lot of ATB mechanics in games. So I don't know. Part of me wishes it had been a little more strictly turn-based, but at the same time, like, there are definitely some fights and some mechanics that wouldn't have worked this way if they'd been strictly turn-based, so I don't know. The ATB system was fine. Not the worst ATB system. The big issue, I guess, is just not really getting an indication of casting time, where when you cast a spell, like, it's hard to tell exactly how much time it takes before the spell actually casts. Ton of mega rare drops. I did know about a couple of those. I knew about one of the summons, and Countess mentioned the trading for the armor. The imp summon, that might be the one that I'm always thinking of. I have no interest in farming any of that stuff. In general, I thought this game was pretty easy. I think sounds like a lot of that's related to the version that I played. I think I only party wiped once this whole playthrough, but it seems like with the extra XP of this version, I just ended up getting stronger than I should have been by just fighting my way through areas. Which, like, it wasn't... There were some fights, like the final boss, that were still interesting at the level that I was fighting them at. And I appreciate not having to, like, sit in an area and grind for a while. But there were definitely some mid-game bosses that kind of just die. Ragnarok Sword from Dark Bahamut. I might check that out. I'll do it off stream, but I might check that out, sure. Rare drops are absolutely not worth the effort. Good to know. I'll look them up. Like I said, I'll definitely look up, like, a speedrun or whatever. From an overall plot standpoint, the moon thing didn't really bother me. I think, like, as in a lot of RPGs, I think the ending, final area, final boss was, like, could have been fleshed out better. You know, it's kind of a thing where you get 80% into the game and suddenly it just kind of, like, lore dumps and here's what's really going on. And I like plenty of games that do that, so I shouldn't complain about it. And I'm not complaining about it, but it doesn't, like, necessarily excite me. Again, when this game came out, that was not necessarily the case, so I could definitely see when this game was new it being awesome. I really didn't like that ending sequence, like the post-Zeromus scenes, like all the little vignettes of the different characters, them all randomly coming back to life and praying for you, like, very, very cheesy. And some of the ending scene was a little cringy. I don't like to use the word cringe, but some of, like, the, I don't know, like, borderline pervy comments from Edge and stuff were just, they didn't really feel right. Fun of Free Enterprise getting to use some of the mega rare items, that I can believe that for sure. Coming from NES FF1, yeah. From the NES games, this is a tremendous step up. Especially considering that FF2 and 3 were not localized in the West. So from FF1 in particular, it's crazy. You know, if I had to compare it to, like, other RPG series, I mean, I guess really just Dragon Quest at the time, right? Like, certainly more fleshed out than DQ1 and 2. Really more of an overall cohesive story than DQ3. I don't know. I could see an argument either way. I'll say roughly on par with DQ4 story-wise. Story's more central to this game, I think, than it is like a lot of DQ games. But DQ4 with, like, the chapter system, I don't know. Yeah, ATB being new, for sure. That's obviously huge. I had a lot of fun with this game. I actually really enjoyed it. I came into this expecting to be kind of bored with it the whole time, but it kept moving. It was paced really well. That's one thing I'll give it, is, like, the pacing of this game was pretty solid. You know, the dungeons and bosses and story, it was like a pretty predictable loop of, you know, story, dungeon, boss, but it worked really well. It never felt like it was bogged down in itself. Dungeons didn't really feel like they overstayed their welcome. There was only one point in the game where, like, I really struggled to figure out where to go. One thing I would have really liked to see, again, I'm nitpicking considering the age of the game. I would have really liked to see, once you had transportation, when you went back to previous towns, them to have something new to say. But, like, I don't know, there was no real good sense of, like, time passing. You'd get the airship and you'd go back to, like, the second or third town in the game, and they'd still be saying the exact same things as when you left. And that was a little bit disappointing. I wish that there had been some dialogue changes there and, you know, a little bit more sense that, like, it felt like time was passing for your party, but not for everybody else. I'm also generally not a fan, I complain about this in a lot of RPGs, I'm not a fan of, like, characters constantly being swapped around in your party. I don't think it was too bad in this game. And 5 party members is sort of a weird number of party members, but it worked all right. But in general, like, Yang and Tella and the twins and the Sage, and there are just a lot of characters that join your party temporarily and then get kicked out. At least it doesn't steal their gear when it happens, you get that back. But I'm not a huge fan of how that worked. Not bad, just like indifference. The whole moon thing didn't bother me at all. I'm really a fan of stuff involving the moon in fantasy, but not usually as like a destination. I usually like the moon in context of like, you know, the sun and the moon and, you know, magic and religions and those sorts of things. The moon is like a destination. It was okay. Gear getting returned was new in this version. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's definitely a welcome change. I was surprised by it, because I didn't expect it, and then I just noticed that I have the gear back. Yeah, that's very good to know. So yeah, like right now, if I had to rate this game, I'm not a fan of like favorites or rating games or anything, but I would definitely put this above FF1 and 2, NES. FF3, my opinion changes on FF3 a lot. I like the mechanics of FF3 maybe a little bit more with like the job system, but I think this was definitely a better game than FF3. Though I will say I did not like this as much as FF5. And later FFs are a whole different beast what to get altogether. 1 to 10 redemption arcs. Yeah, too many redemption arcs. At some point they needed a bad guy to just be a bad guy, which I guess Zeramus was, but I don't know. As evidenced by my stream title, with like, that's no moon, oh yes it is. There were a few things in here that felt like they were like direct Star Wars references. I'm assuming that's a localization thing and not necessarily the original Japanese, but maybe. Like, the ship being the Falcon reminded me of like the Millennium Falcon. You know, the moon thing. Golbez very much struck me as like a Darth Vader type figure. Maybe this is just me like putting my preconceived notions onto the game, but there felt like there was a lot of Star Wars in this game. At some level or another. But yeah, overall I really enjoyed it. It was good. So now that I'm done with this, I'll probably stream something later in the week. Maybe like a Rusty speedrun or something. I'm actually like, I'm really tempted to play something now. I'm really tempted to play like Super Metroid right now or something. It'll be awful, but it's still kind of early. I might stream something Wednesday or Thursday. I feel like I had something going on Friday, but I don't remember what now. And I think either Saturday or Sunday, one of those 2 days I might have plans, probably Sunday. So I don't really know what I'm doing the rest of the week. I need to figure out, like, do I want to try to do a casual playthrough of FF5 and start that next week? Or do I want to just go on to FF6? It's going to be really tough for me to do a casual playthrough of FF5. I thought about doing, like, chat voting on jobs with, like, channel points or something. And I might still do that. But it's going to be a fine line between, like, things being easy or jobs are changing all the time and I need to do a bunch of grinding for job points. So, I don't know. I'm really on the fence about what to do about FF5. Everyone just agree to all Berserkers. I would quit. Or I would just not do it. I'd say screw your channel points, I'm gonna play the jobs I wanna play. I will never do a quad Zerker run.